She didn't come whispering. Ayra Starr arrived loud in spirit, soft in tone, and fearless in truth. With a voice that floats and bites at the same time, she turned youth, womanhood, and self-belief into music that feels both intimate and universal. Ayra isn't just part of Afropop's new wave, she's one of the tides pushing it forward. Early life and background. A star in the making. Ayra Starr was born Oyinkansola Sarah Aderabigbe on June 14, 2002, in Cotonou, Benin Republic, to Nigerian parents. Her childhood was shaped by movement, between countries, cultures, and sounds. Eventually, her family settled in Lagos, Nigeria, a city that hums with rhythm and ambition. Music lived in her home. Her family encouraged creativity, and her brother, Dammy, played a key role early on, producing beats and recording songs with her long before fame entered the picture. Ayra began singing at a young age, drawing inspiration from artists like Beyoncé, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Sia, and Nigerian greats who blended storytelling with soul. As a teenager, she joined a choir and started writing songs. Private thoughts turned into melodies. Parallel to music, she worked as a fashion model, walking runways and appearing in campaigns. Modeling taught her confidence, discipline, and stage presence, tools she would later wield effortlessly as a performer. The turning point. Discovery and Mavin Records. In 2019, Ayra did something simple, and life-changing. She posted an original song on Instagram. The song traveled digitally until it reached Don Jazzy, one of Africa's most influential music producers and the founder of Mavin Records. One listen was enough. In 2020, Ayra Starr officially signed to Mavin Records, joining a label known for shaping stars. What stood out wasn't just her voice, it was her clarity. She sounded young, yes, but never unsure. Debut EP, Ayra Starr 2021. In January 2021, Ayra released her self-titled debut EP, a concise but confident introduction to her sound. The project blended Afropop, R&B, soul, and pop, carried by airy vocals and self-assured lyrics. Tracks like Away and Ija showcased her emotional range, soft but assertive, reflective yet bold. The EP received strong attention across Nigeria and beyond, marking her as one of the most promising new voices in African music. She was new, but she didn't sound like it. Breakout era. 19 and Dangerous 2021. Later that same year, Ayra Starr released her debut studio album, 19 and Dangerous, a raw, honest coming-of-age project. The album captured the contradictions of being young and fearless, vulnerable and outspoken. Then came Bloody Samaritan. The song was more than a hit, it was a statement. Confident, defiant, and catchy, it resonated deeply with young listeners, especially women. It propelled Ayra into mainstream stardom, earning massive airplay and historic chart success. Other standout tracks like Fashion Killer, Beggy Beggy, and Stars revealed her storytelling depth, touching on self-worth, relationships, ambition, and identity. At just 19, Ayra Starr wasn't asking for space. She was claiming it. International rise and sound evolution. As her audience grew, so did her sound. Ayra began experimenting more boldly, blending Afropop with amapiano, pop, R&B, and alternative influences. Her music crossed borders, finding listeners across Africa, Europe, and the Americas. In 2022 and 2023, she released standout singles like Rush and Stability. Rush became a global favorite, celebrated for its joyful energy, self-love message, and dance-ready beat. It pushed Ayra further onto the international stage, earning award nominations and recognition far beyond Nigeria. Her performances evolved too, more confident, more commanding, more intentional. Ayra Starr had grown into her name. Maturity and reflection. The year I turned 21, 2024. In 2024, Ayra released her sophomore album, The Year I Turned 21, a project marked by growth, reflection, and polish. Where 19 and Dangerous was fiery and impulsive, this album was poised and self-aware. The songs explored love, independence, pressure, fame, femininity, and self-definition, still vulnerable, but wiser. It was the sound of a young woman stepping into adulthood without losing her sparkle. Artistry, image and influence. Ayra Starr's artistry thrives on contrast. Her voice is gentle, but her message is firm. Her image is playful, but her intent is serious. She celebrates confidence, softness, self-expression, and emotional honesty, especially for young African women navigating expectations. Fashion is another extension of her identity: bold silhouettes, experimental styling, and a refusal to shrink herself for comfort. She doesn't just wear clothes, she wears moods. Legacy in progress. Ayra Starr represents a new generation of African artists, global in sound, grounded in culture, and fearless in self-expression. She's not chasing trends, she's shaping them. And while her journey is still unfolding, one thing is clear. She's not just growing up in public. She's growing forward. Ayra Starr is proof that youth is not a limitation, it's a superpower.